Good afternoon. Yes, I'm live and recording. Welcome. At least I think I am every week. It's the same thing. Yes. Welcome to Pat Stamping Place or Pat Mayer if you are viewing me on YouTube. And it is 12/12/22. So we are almost, well, we're almost about to Christmas, 2 weeks away, 2 weeks from yesterday. Can you believe that? So let me know if you are here. And I have two really cute, I always think they're cute, birthday cards to show you today. And because I've got a couple upcoming birthdays soon in January. And actually, I've got one this week that I've already made for my sister. And I just thought I would recreate that for today. So let me know if you're here. When I see somebody pop on, I will get started. If I don't see anybody pop on, I'm going to get started anyway. So I hope you had a great weekend, wrapping up all of those things that you need to get done for the holidays and getting your Christmas cards out. And now it's time to relax, right? Oh, sure. Hello, Gloria. Glad you're watching. Okay, so if you read what I put on Facebook, I have two birthday cards to show you today. I'm featuring some glimmer paper from our In Colors that I love. Actually, I've used quite a bit of it. I don't know that I've used it so much here online. So that I'm showing, and I'm going to show just the little birthday things out of Charming Sentiments. Good morning, Margaret from Sydney, Australia. Kirawee in Sydney. That must be a suburb of Sydney. So welcome and thank you. I'm also going to use a sentiment from Amazing Year, which I just love this. It's so simple. I love the sentiments and I love the font there. And of course, I'm going to be using, wherever I put them, Stylish Shapes, which is a die set that I really don't think I could live without. And a new sneak peek, which is called Best Family Ever, from our upcoming January to April mini catalog. And I'll talk about this more in a little bit with the size of these things. But every family member that you can possibly think of is in here. And that's why I liked it so much. So I did order this on my pre-order. So sit back, relax, and we'll get started. I have most everything cut and prepped. I did say it correctly, Kirawee. I love that name. That is so cute. I love it. So sit back, relax. As I said, I've got everything pretty much prepped and ready to go. So if you have any questions, please ask. And let's see which one I'm going to pick up first. I'm going to do this one first. And let me flip down to my desktop so you can see things. Let's get this out of the little sheet here that is glaring in the light. And this is a card that I don't think I've ever made it. I know I've not made it online before, but a long time ago when we had some different shapes, circle shapes, I saw a balloon type card made with a circle. And so I was going through my things that I save and thought that would be perfect to make with this glimmer paper. So I'm going to kind of hide my sample away and get going here. Let's see. Hi, Francine. Did I say hi to you? Yes. Yay, great. And as far as the in colors go, I'm so glad that these are going to be around for another year after this. Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and Parakeet Party. And that's what all of these things today will coordinate with. So I have cut a piece of basic white cardstock at 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So it's going to be a top fold up and down card. Another piece of basic white, I think this is 3 3/4 by 5. And this one is the Tahitian Tide. Pretty much a turquoise like we used to have before. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then this piece is for the envelope. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let's get a piece of paper down here on my desktop so I don't get glue all over things. And we have, this is also in the In Colors, but we have these 6 by 6 sheets in all of the basic color families that we have. And I tend to not use them as much as I should. So I've decided that these are what I'm going to be using on my envelopes. And then I can still stamp on the front if I like. So let's get some glue going here. I think this one is working okay. Let me see. Okay, I need to poke it with something. That one's not going to work. Let's try this one. Otherwise, there we go. Hello, Rose. Welcome. We all need birthday cards, and these are going to be so easy. Well, that one's not going to poke out too. Let me open a new glue here. I guess this one's already open. Okay. So Margaret, you're getting ready for summer down there, right? And we are getting ready for winter, except it's been the craziest weather here. We never know if we're going to get snow. I've looked ahead. I don't even think we're going to have snow or much of it on Christmas Day. So such as it is with our crazy weather here in Ohio. Okay, let's snip this off and our envelope will be ready. And I wish I could say that I'm all ready for Christmas, but I'm not. But I'm hoping that in the next couple of days everything will be ready. I hope it gets delivered in time. Hey, finally made it. Happy Monday to you, Nancy. There we go. So our envelope is ready to go. And I'm also going to stamp Tahitian Tide on the front of that with birthday wishes from the Amazing Year set. And put that on the front. Perfect. Now to get to this quick and easy card. I guess all the stuff is hiding away in the envelope. I better get it out of there. All right, on the stylish shapes. Oh, I'm only going to, it's going to snow Friday. driving from Nashville. Oh, you're in Nashville, LJ. Wonderful. So you're coming up here for Christmas with the kiddos. That's good. All right, I have already pre-cut this from a piece of, I think this one is 3 by 3. So you could actually get 4 of these out of one piece of the glimmer paper. But I'm going to place the largest circle on here, and I want a little bit left over for another little punch, to make a balloon shape. Not a balloon like this, but a balloon that's going to go in the corner and look like it's up in the air flying. And I only want to place it on here so that they're not exactly the same, but a little bit more on the left side. Or you could do it on the right side if you want, but I'm going to be doing mine on the left. I guess that's the way my brain kind of works. So I've already cut this out, and this is what I have. Okay, so if you can visualize this as a balloon, that's what it is. So this is an ombre type of glimmer paper. We don't sell glitter anymore, but we've got lots of glimmer paper. Nothing scrapes off, gets all over everything. And then this is another piece of it. So you could get 4 of these out of one of these little sheets of 6 by 6. So that's pretty much how it's going to go. That's going to go in the upper left corner of my card. And right now it doesn't look like very much, but it's going to. And then I have pulled in the flowers and leaves punch. And I only want, if you can see this here, I only want one of these little leaf things in order to get this little part that's going to pop out that will look like, I guess it shines in the light, that looks like the little thing where you blow the air into the balloon, if that makes any sense. So I'm only going to punch this part out, and that I can use from another piece. And typically I don't throw any of this stuff away. So I've punched lots of things out and die cut candles out of this, but I'm just going to put that in there and get that little part to pop out and use. And then I will save this for lots of other things. Can be used for so much. Got all kinds of little pieces. So that's actually going to go under my little balloon, kind of off here to the side, to look like that. Okay, so you're flying to help Rachel drive with the kids. Oh, it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure you've probably got mostly interstate, most of the way. So it shouldn't be too bad. When I drove that way this summer with my kids, the roads were really good then in the summertime, of course. All right, so that's going to stick out there like that. So let's continue. It's a very simple card, but I do need some dimensionals, and they're going to go on here like this. And when you get down to the nitty-gritty on your dimensionals, you want to save every little bit of that and cut those little edges off and use them. There shall never be any scraps left from dimensionals. We use them all. So I'm going to stick this, however, I'm going to put this on there and stick this on here. So just that part pops out, and make sure that little punch that I just did is also stuck down with a dimensional. And it would help if I did it the right way, so I got to tear that off of there. Okay. I wasn't thinking, so let's do that a little bit better. There we go. So that little part's going to stick out there like that. Is that where I want it? Yeah, that's better. Okay, I want that to come out there like that, because we have to have a balloon string on here too. And let's put a couple more in the middle. I think that will do it. Okay, so let's peel those off of there. And for somehow when I pulled that off of there, I think I ended up taking most of the adhesive off of that little dimensional where I stuck the punch down. So I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue to that. Okay, put that up here in the corner. Now this can be done with regular cardstock, and just make up a whole bunch of these so you've got birthday cards ready to go. Then I'm going to use the 2022-24 In Color Baker's Twine Pack. So I'm focusing on in colors today. And pull about 8 or so inches off of there so I can wrap it around. Just slip that under there and tie a little knot. Then I will use a glue dot to kind of secure that underneath there so it doesn't slip off. So there we go with that. I just love all the different adhesives we have. So there's something to use for just about every little thing that you need to stick down. Liquid glue, glue dots, dimensionals, tear and tape, we've got it all. So I'm going to stick that under there. There we go, that'll stay. Now I want to come back here before I twirl that rose. I will definitely make a New Year's card in the next couple of weeks. So I will put that on my list and make that a priority since you asked for that. Okay, so let's put the birthday wishes back on there again. Sometimes I think people like to get cards in the new year if you don't get your Christmas cards out in a timely fashion. That sounds like a good idea. All right, let's kind of twirl this around a little bit so that that's a little bit too long. And I know there's way more than I need, but that's okay. And then add some little dots of glue. And put something down here at the end. Okay, come on, glue. Okay, let's take one of my blocks and kind of press that down so that that gets in there with that glue, and then I can add some more to it. Let's put a little bit more right there. A little bit more right there. Good enough. You are so welcome. Anytime there's something that you would like to see before I go live on Monday, be sure to make a note of that on Facebook, and I will definitely try to accommodate whatever you would like to see, because that kind of gets my mind going and helps me figure out what I want to do for the week. Because I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl, and I don't always know, but now that will give me something to focus on, so I appreciate that. All right, so there we've got our birthday wishes. Let's cut that off of there and finish up this card. So now I can add that here. This is a beautiful turquoise color. It reminds me so much of our Tempting turquoise that we had many years ago. So let's add this to the card base. Make sure that this card's going to open in the right way. I've done that more times than not. Made it upside down, but this one's right. So there, quick and simple. We just need to add some bling to it, and it will be good to go. Got a little bit of adhesive where I didn't want it to be. We used to sell these little adhesive erasers. I wish we would get them back again, because who doesn't get adhesive where you don't want it to be? And this is about the only thing that I have found that really works. And I know that they can be found online, so, and it's something that lasts forever. They last a long time. Okay, so let's add some iridescent rhinestones. That's been my bling of choice lately. And add some of these to the card. Let's see, we got 3. Let's go for a couple more. Let's make this one really special. And one more up here on the balloon. And then the other thing that I like to do is wherever it went, is add Wink of Stella to the card by just tapping on this. Make sure that this is kind of to the tip. I think there's enough left in here. And then use a bone folder. Oop! There's a little bit more in my hand than I wanted. Use a bone folder to add more sparkle. I mean, what could be more sparkly than that? So, love it. There we go. Simple birthday wishes with a balloon, envelope, and then here was the prototype that I did. And then the one that I made for my sister was with the sweet sorbet. So there we go. 2 cards ready to go. Because I know somebody with a February birthday who loves green. So there we go with that. Now let's get ready for number 2. And you're going to like this one too. I did this one for a card for a friend last week who is really into musical and very active with our local symphony. So I decided to do this one for you as well. But I've changed it up just a little bit. So for this one, I'm using the Starry Sky, which is a nice deep but bright blue. It's not as dark as Night of Navy, but it's just a rich, I guess I would call it a royal blue. That is also going to go on a basic white card base, and I've just left like an 1/8 or is that a 1/16 of an inch around the edge on that. And then I have already embossed with our, what's it called, Merry Melody 3D embossing folder with the music on there. I don't know what it says, or sings. It may sing happy birthday, I don't know. But anyway, that's going to go on here like this, again with just a small border around there. So that color is, of our In Colors, is a good masculine color too. And on this one, I have already die cut the full largest circle from Stylish Shapes out of the lighter end of the Starry Sky glimmer paper. And then the next smallest, or the next largest, I guess I should say, stitch circle. And you can notice the stitching around the edge here. These are all stitched, which is another reason I love them. That's going to go on here like this. And then let's go ahead and put the, this might be a masculine card, I don't know. So I'm going to do the stripes from the In Color. Let's see, let's put that aside. Let's do the envelope now. Let's get it done. Thanks, LJ. These are fun to make. See, let's do the stripes on here. When I say it could be a masculine card, I don't know about the glimmer part of the masculine card, but who knows, it could be. So let's trim that off of there. I find if I do the envelope first, then I don't tend to forget it, and then I can keep it right with the card that it's supposed to go with. Okay, now I'm going to, okay, I don't have a sample made of this one because I did give it away last week, but I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on here and just use the liquid glue. And I always have to make sure that my musical notes are going in the right direction. that fits on there very well. And then what I have found that, and I probably mentioned it before, when you trim your paper down for, it's 8.5 by 11, but when you trim it down to size it to a card shape, all these little pieces are perfect for saving and using on sentiments. And this new stamp set that I just showed you is perfect for these sentiments on here. So you're in my thoughts, uncle, or uncle, you're in my thoughts. Grandpa, you are wonderful. Best ever, Grandpa. So you've got lots of options, and these all fit on these little pieces of paper. So I'm just going to do one of these. And here's another shape for stylish shapes, the little banner. And I'm just going to put happy birthday on here. On this one in particular, I am not going to put a family name because I don't know for sure who might be getting this. And for this one, I need Starry Sky. So let's see if I get this on there right. So I like this little happy birthday sentiment, and that's going to go under there. Perfect. And then this is going to go on here. Now I have pre-cut out all of these little, if I can get them, let me get my, take a pick tool so I can pick them up, or get my tweezers. I have punched out or die cut out 5 of the candles from the Charming Sentiments. Charming Sentiments has everything in here for all of these different sentiments, and I even on this one have the dies in here. And I know when this first came out, I probably showed how I did this to label everything, because it could be quite a challenge then to know which one goes with which. But the best thing about this set of dies, it's got all of these extra things like a little flower, some things that could look like it's the flame on your candle. Well, I just die cut out this candle shape here. We got stars and hearts and flame and so on. So it's a great all-purpose bundle, and that is in the annual catalog as well. So I've got these 5 candle shapes already die cut that are going to go on this little circle, and they're just going to go on here randomly. And I'm not sure, I don't think I have shown this technique before. You may have seen it online. So I've got all 5 colors here, and they're going to want to jump around and change the location of what I want them to do. So if you have in your kitchen, okay, so I want them to look like that. I can zoom in and show you that a little bit better. Okay, they're just random there. If you have in your kitchen some of this amazing stuff called Press and Seal, it is also something you can use in your craft room. Where I first saw this, and if you have seen this before, Jennifer McGuire, not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but she has amazing ideas and techniques and things on her website. Her husband works for the company that developed this, and I don't know who does Glad. Not sure, but anyway, press and seal is an amazing thing in your craft room. Get some of it if you don't have it. It will last you a long time. It is sticky on one side, which is why it's the press and will seal on your things that you use in your kitchen to keep in your cupboard, or excuse me, in your refrigerator. But when you lay your pieces down where you want them to be, you can stick this down, and I just tore off a large piece and then cut that in half. Press that down, so there's the press part. And now I can pick that up, and those are going to stay the way I have them. Okay, so they're right where I want them to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick this down on here. So that, whoop, I'm using the wrong glue here. Okay, I want to make sure that that happy birthday stays there too. So let's add some glue at the end of that. I'll get you back in camera view here in a sec. So there's my happy birthday. So when I decide who I might want to send this to, I could add another, you know, niece, nephew, granddaughter, or whatever that I want down here below. But for right now, it's just going to be happy birthday. Glues are not working today here. There we go. Either too much or not enough. And you can use this press and seal over again, so you don't need to throw it away. So I'm going to stick that on there like that, and I'm going to offset that a little bit so that there's more around here. Let me zoom out a bit. So you can see more of that beautiful color here. And let's get the rest of the card put together. Hello, which one am I going to pick up? I should have just put it away. So let's put this on here. And again, I said I just had like a 1/16 around the edge, so just a small little bit is peeking out. Then I can put this on here. And the liquid glue is always my glue of choice with all of the little indentations when I use an embossing folder. And that's going in the right direction. Let's get up here so you can see what I'm doing. I hope that everything is clear. I'm getting a little yellow notice on my live stream here, so hopefully everything's working. All right, now this is the fun part. I'm going to add adhesive to the backs of these. I know exactly where they're going to go when I place it back down on here. So let's get my adhesive, and I just need little dots of this. Could probably use a sponge better, but let's see what I can do here. Just a little bit along the edges. And hopefully it will not ooze through those little holes. And let's, got a little bit more than I wanted there. So now all I need to do is lay these down right exactly where I want them to go on that white circle. And hopefully I got enough adhesive on there that I can press this down again. Let's use one of my blocks. And then when you peel this off, they will stay right where I want them to stay. And that is the press and seal trick. It is great for arranging flowers. When you lay them out and then you want to put them on your card, you don't know exactly how you want to lay them out. This works so well. So there is that. There is a little glue on there, but when it dries, I think it will be fine. And let's get lids on my glue, which is probably part of the problem. Let's add some bling to this as well, and then we will be done. Let's use some little ones on here. And then, of course, you can add a sentiment to the inside of your card or write a message. And let's see, let's put one here. Excuse me. And have to have that odd number. And one over here. Had you heard of the press and seal before, Rose? Had I not shown you that before, perhaps? It is a great, great technique. So let's tap some of that on there. I think there's still plenty, so we've got to have plenty of bling. And there's that one. Let's move that out of the way. And then here is the other card. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of the week and look for something for New Year's. I'll probably do that next week, Rose. Probably the week after might be a little bit too late. So I will come up with some ideas. If you have anything in mind, let me know. You can give me a call or leave a little note on the Facebook page and see what you have in mind. So we'll try to come up with something that will be useful. So again, have a great rest of the week. Thank you so much for being here, and take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.